Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tip Tuesday. This is Jeffrey Nance again. We started a series called Things We Love there to kind of tie into the February Valentine's whole uh, schematic thing, if you will. And today is our last session in that series. And the thing that we love is time freedom. So we're going to talk a little bit about that idea today, which is kind of a weird one, I think, for some people. They go, wow, I would have thought that trading stocks would have given me less time because don't I need to sit there and just watch what the stock and the market are doing all the time? How in the world could that possibly be time freedom if I'm going to be sitting there just staring at a computer all day? Well, first off, let's just go ahead and squash that idea. We don't want you sitting in front of your computer all day just staring at the market and individual stocks or potential trades that you're going to enter. We don't want you to do that. We want you to find what the market is doing. We want you to assess what that's doing. And then we want you to stick with a stock, find or a couple, right? It could be a few. But once you get into those trades, you don't have to sit there and monitor them the whole time. Even though it feels like it, right? That if I sit there and I stare at it or I pray over it, that my stock will do what I want it to do. And if I stop watching it, then it'll stop working. And so I'm going to have to monitor this thing the whole time because my stock is dependent on me. And if I don't sit there and kind of babysit it, then who knows what's going to happen with it. And that's not the case at all, guys. The stock is going to do whatever it's going to do, regardless of whether you're watching it or not. So we really want you to look at this and understand that part of what we're wanting trading to provide for you is time freedom, so that you can get to a place where your money is working for you, but you're not necessarily having to do a lot of work for it, which is really one of the more fascinating elements of this whole thing, right? So if we go get into trades and then those trades work and we make money, then we could be monitoring them or not, but they're kind of going to do their thing. And it allows us, particularly in this day and age, to be able to travel because we just need access to a computer. So we have incredible things that we can do through our broker. So you can set stop losses, or you can take your phone and you can have alarms on your phone. So you say, you know what, I bought this stock at $8, and if that stock drops to $7.75, let me know. And you can just plug that into your phone. You can plug that into your broker. And then you'll get these alerts. So, you can say, well, I bought it at 8, and if it goes up to 9, let me know when this stock hits $9. And again, you can do this through your charting software. So if you just kind of have your computer and you're working on other things, but you kind of have that available in the background, then it'll alert you. You'll get this beep, that something's happened, that some alarm that you've set is triggered. Or through your phone, you'll normally get like a text message that'll pop up. And again, guys, this allows you great freedom. So you can go, do the dishes, mow the yard, go play with your kids, go play with grandkids, get some work done. And again, you can still be in trades and still have some confidence that, look, even though I'm not like actively watching this every second of the day, I'm monitoring my trade and I'm making money off of that. It's like, if you think of it in this way, it's like a boss, right? So they don't really have great employees if they just have to sit there and stand over their employees every second of the day. If that's what you're having to do and you're a boss, then you really need some new employees because you're not making very good use of your time having to constantly monitor them. And that's kind of the same idea with our stocks. We want to know what they're doing. We want to see that they're being productive, but we don't need to sit there and monitor them the whole time. So you want to make sure that you're taking advantage of either setting a stop loss through your broker, or that you're setting alerts or alarms on your phone, so that you have an ability to watch and be aware of what your stock is doing without physically having to stare at it. Because again, if you're just sitting there physically staring at it, then you don't have time freedom. In fact, you would say that, if anything, this is taking up my time. So I don't have the ability to go do some of those things I would rather do because I'm stuck here monitoring the stock, and that won't feel much like freedom at all. So if we enjoy time freedom and we want time to do more things with the people that we love, which again is a key component of what we're trying to do. Um, there's a commercial on TV right now, and it says, most of us when we die won't think about, oh, I wish I had bought more things. We won't think of all the things we wish we had bought. But then it goes on to say, but we will wonder about the things we could have done. And it's basically, it's an advertisement. I don't even know what it's for, because that's how much I pay attention to the advertisements. But I think it's either a car company or it's a travel company. And the idea is, look, we make memories, right? Not necessarily in the stuff that we do, though we enjoy those things. We enjoy buying and giving and receiving. But most of our memories come from experiences. And we want you guys to have experiences with those that you love, doing the things that you would love to do with the people that you love. And, the more you can do that, the more you're exhibiting time freedom. And I think that most of us would say, you know what, that's going to feel fulfilling. That's going to feel like I am really taking advantage of my time. And again, being productive with our time. So, if you can monitor your stocks and you can still be doing that while doing something else, then in essence, you are creating time freedom and you're making very good use of your time, which, as believers is something we ought to do regardless of whether we're stock trading or working or, with our kids or anything else. The Bible says that make the most of every opportunity, for the days are evil. And that doesn't mean that we look at it and go, it's a day, it's bad. No, God created days. Okay. The idea here is that time is fleeting. And it says in other passages that our life is like a vapor, that it's here and that it's gone. And that relatively speaking, our life is short. So we need to take advantage of it. And we want to encourage you guys to do that. And we really would like to see trading be an avenue for many of you, which creates this idea of time freedom, where you're able to get away and do things that you really want to be doing and still feel like you're being productive without having to sit there and monitor a stock all the time. And I think all of you guys would agree that time freedom is a great thing to have. Um, I've never seen anybody or heard of anybody that was about to die that just said, oh, I wish I had more, fill in the blank. With anything outside of this word right here, I wish I had a little bit more time. Now, we hear that a lot, don't we? Oh, I wish I had a little bit more time to do this, or I wish they may talk about something they wish they had done, some place they wish they had visited, some person they wish they had maybe a different relationship with or spent more time with. Because we don't want you to live as a people that are full of regrets. We don't want you to miss out on what this life offers or get to a place where physically your body is just unable to enjoy the creation that God had. We've been studying through Genesis at our church, and the Lord looked at everything that he had made and he said it was good. It was very good. And he told man, hey, I want you to be fruitful and multiply, inhabit the earth, and then have dominion over it and enjoy it. He says he created all these things for us. Well, doesn't it make sense then, if that's why God created us, for us to be able to be in a position where we can go explore his creation, we can look at his beauty, be reminded of his creativity and his great love for us, and his incredible creativity, and how he has made heaven even more unimaginable than what we're experiencing here on earth. But it's so great when we see things like that, because it immediately ought to remind us of our Creator and all the blessings that we have in him. So guys, enjoy your time, make the most of your time, and realize that the more you can have true time freedom, the better it is. And we want you guys to get to a place where you can do that and perhaps trading is going to open up an avenue for you. Thanks for being with us today on Tip Tuesday. We'll be back next week. We'll be starting a new series and hope that you guys join us for that. Thanks.